Hey, hope you're doing well today. Let me tell you what it's like living with the Hisense U6 every single day, because once you see it in your own space, your standards shift fast. This is for you if you're the kind of person who notices the little things in picture quality, the glow around highlights, the smoothness in motion, the way colors feel alive instead of just bright. If that's you, this screen makes sense immediately. Before we go any further, check the current price and stock while you're listening, because this model tends to move in waves. You probably reached this point because your old TV started showing its limits. Maybe it struggled with brightness, or motion blur pulled you out of fast scenes, or gaming just felt a little sluggish. There's a moment when you realize you've outgrown the compromise phase, and once you hit that moment, you can't ignore it. The first evening after switching to the Hisense U6 feels almost like a reset. You sit down, the room dims, and suddenly the picture looks cleaner, deeper, and more intentional. Mini LED backlighting tightens everything, so shadows stop drowning details, and bright scenes stop blowing out. It gives you that quiet confidence that the device in front of you can finally keep up with what you expect. You sense it when you're watching a dark thriller and every shadow still holds texture. You feel it when sports stay crisp at native 144 Hz instead of smearing across the screen. And if you're into gaming, game mode locks in responsiveness in a way that makes your old setup feel like another era entirely. It's not just performance, it's the feeling of control, the feeling that nothing is slowing you down. Take a second mid-scroll and check stock again if you haven't. Prices on this line tend to shift without warning, and waiting never helps. If you're still wondering whether it's too big, too advanced, or maybe more than you need, here's something I realized: every time you look at anything weaker, you end up circling right back to this. Because you can already picture the difference in your space. You can already imagine those brighter highlights, cleaner motion, and the way Dolby Vision IQ pulls detail out of every frame. One thing that surprised me was how good everyday streaming looks. Not cinematic content, just normal shows, random YouTube nights, even older videos. The processing lifts everything in a way you don't expect from a mid-price TV, and you catch yourself appreciating visuals you used to ignore. And owning it feels good. You stand there looking at this thin, modern panel and you know you chose something built with intention, not shortcuts. It gives your setup a presence. It feels like an upgrade you earned. Powerful brightness without the washout smooth motion that makes everything feel more alive, colors that feel richer instead of louder, gaming that finally responds at your speed, a screen that makes your whole room feel more cinematic. The only downside is that the built-in audio, while usable, won't match the picture quality, and if you sit extremely off-angle, the colors soften a bit. But you already know most people pair a great screen with great sound eventually. Here's the truth: at some point, comparing becomes an excuse to delay what you already know you want. And when you look back months later, the only regret is that you didn't upgrade sooner. If the Hisense U6 is already in your mind, go check the price now and make the call while it's still available.